Hey, good morning, 7th grade. Today we're going to be looking at food storage molecules. You may remember from the article set that you read in the previous lesson that reproduction is hard work and it takes a lot of energy. And energy is stored in certain molecules that organisms can then access and use to release that energy. So organisms need to release energy from energy storage molecules in order to reproduce. And you're familiar with some of these molecules, right? Starch is in the foods that you eat. That is should be a molecule you're familiar with. And glucose, right? That is sugars in a lot of the foods that you eat. And fats and oils, which are being showed in this last scene here as well. So we're going to experiment with that a little bit today, and you'll see the hands-on activity for today wants you to do some work with some yeast. And so I have here everything that we're going to need to do this experiment setup. So I'm going to just walk through it with you a little bit, and then you should be able to get the information you need to complete today's lesson. So we've got some sugar here. Sugar is energy. Woo! Living things love to get their energy from sugar. We have yeast here. Yeast is a living thing. It's an organism that is going to get some sugar. So into each of these cups here, we're going to put some fuel, except I'm not going to put any fuel in the first cup. So this cup A, I'm going to leave without sugar. We're just going to put our organism in there and see what happens. Now, cup B, I'm going to put in just a pinch of sugar here. So I'm going to just give a little tilt here, take an actual pinch, and then put that right into cup B. And then cup C, I have a teaspoon of sugar that I have already put into the cup you can see there. All right, so there is our fuel. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our handy tablespoon here, ta-da, and we are going to add 1 tablespoon of yeast to each of these cups. And we want to make sure that we measure real careful so no cup has more than another one. So there's 1 tablespoon there, 1 tablespoon there, 1 tablespoon there. All right. Now, the next thing yeast needs in order to get busy, to get activated, is some warm water, just to get everything going. So I've got a graduated cylinder here, and I'm going to put 40 milliliters of warm water into each one. You can see the 40 milliliter mark about right there. Okay, good. So 40 milliliters of water in each one. And this is nice warm tap water. Yeast likes warm water here in our Fahrenheit system of measuring. It likes it to be anywhere from 90 to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so there's a little bit over measured right there. Remember, when you measure, you want to actually bend over and look right at that meniscus at the bottom of the curve there. All right. Not the most accurate measurement here. Here we go. 40, right on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give 40 milliliters to A here. And that one was a little better. 40 milliliters to B here. And the last one, we're going to give 40 milliliters to cup C here. 40 milliliters. Good. I'm a little dribbly, but that's okay. 40 milliliters. Close. All right. In goes our 40 milliliters here. All right. We're going to go ahead and use our wooden stick here to stir each one up. A little stir, 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 stir. And stir this one up. Stir, 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 stir. And we'll stir this one up. All right. Now, you have an activity. So go do your activity. And after your activity's done, it's going to ask you to come back here and check on how things are doing. So I'll have a second part to this video that's going to have some results. All right. Great. Bye.